Howdy, partners, and welcome to Season 9 of the CSC Challenger Series.
Let's see how long he's going to keep doing that.
He's going to do it very long. Welcome in, everybody, to our Western theme showdown as we have an absolute battle for you to kick us off in Season number 9. It's going to be Mike Maloney taking on Bob McCoy, William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera. They didn't know I had that planned. They didn't even see it, so glad I surprised you.
I didn't know that Willie the Kid was going to show up for this opening, but
bang, bang.
Happy to have you here, buddy. Man, what a great season it's going to be. You want to talk about those newcomers coming in, right? We got Bob McCoy playing tonight, the real McCoy getting involved. We have Alex Spellman in the CSC. We have a couple of those unknown players from like central Wisconsin that is going to be like making their debut. We, of course, all over the country have some great players playing, but this season we're out west. That's for sure. As we're throwing on the 6 shooters and doing some draws, you know.
I love it. I love our theme this year. I certainly do for this season. It's just great. So, hey, we've got this battle between Mike and Bob. It's going to be a good showdown between them both, of course. How about this? They're playing in person. That's awesome because normally we don't get that kind of treatment here in a CSC Challenger Series, do we?
No, we don't. And really quickly, I just want to point out, we've talked about Mike being great in this format, in this CSC Challenger Series. I actually think that playing in person might affect that for him because he is so loud and so able to be himself. And with someone so nice as Bob McCoy, who's a great friend, he can't sit there and scream in Bob's face like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of how he controls that and how that might affect the way that he plays.
I agree, but I mean, some factors that are going to go on with this. I mean, Bob did play all weekend at Shark Tank where I was at and won the MVP award there. So he did have a good run, did play well, but we've also seen people have great spurts after a weekend or absolutely terrible spurts. And I'm wanting to see what happens here with Bob. Does he perform as well as he can? Is there a little issue? Is there no issue at all? But I mean, we know he's a great shot. He's earned his place here this season. I mean, who knows what could happen here tonight?
I think anything can happen, but I mean, you got to go with the defending favorite or the defending champion at this point in time until he tells us otherwise, right? Even when he's playing someone against Bob McCoy.
I agree. You just claimed it. We were going to go with the underdog treatment. I kept with it just out of fun, but yeah, you've got to give him his due, right? He's a fantastic shot. He's been there, done that a few times here in this CSC, and I'm looking forward to tonight. I can't say that enough. So let's go ahead and get to the tail of the tape. Let's start off with our defending champion, Mr. Hulk Smash, playing for Excel Entertainment. Out of the Cantina is where both of our vendors are going to be playing, or both of our players are going to be playing. 18 plus years, about a 5.6 NPR. And how about this? New 626 on the All-Star ranking list. So a little background information of where they rank on our system here. And then throwing his, of course, Winmore Mike Maloney 18-gram barrels.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the All-Star rank number for Maloney here, if this was our original CSC rules, he would not be in that top 500, right? So, but obviously still well in the 1,000 and plays plenty enough to where he's earned that ranking. I actually love the All-Star ranking number. I think that's a great addition. Shout out to Nick for coming up with that idea. And of course, he's throwing those Winmore Mike Maloney 18-gram darts that are so fantastic and great. And but he's going up against a tough opponent tonight, and that is the real McCoy, playing for Excel Entertainment as well.
Bang, bang.
Also playing at the Cantina, playing for 32 plus years, so a little bit longer than Mike has. His average heading into this is a 5.18 NPR, below Mike's by about 0.5, but timing is going to be important here. Of course, the 445 on the All-Star rank list. So he's beaten Mike by about 200 on that. We'll see if that makes a difference. But he's throwing those Cosmo Dave Cameron 22 grams. Holy goodness. They better not be 22 grams.
Well, I mean, let's be honest.
Pop. You're gonna pop it.
It doesn't even matter anymore. I don't know. What? Anyway, yeah. I mean, his own barrels may be in production for Cosmo. You just don't know. So maybe that's why he's rocking the set currently of the Dave Cameron barrels. I do like those. Those are some nice barrels as well. So hey, let's go ahead and take a peek at our players. There's both of them, Mike and Bob, warming up on the boards right next to each other. As
they could have at least matched or something, you know?
Well, after this past weekend, Bob does have about 47 jerseys he can choose from. I think he wore 3 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday. I was like, you know, Bob, what are you doing, my man? When did you become a fashionista?
Jen, if you're watching, I'm just letting you know, I need some 2XL jerseys. And if you want to send me just a nice care package of just all the Boom jerseys, just in 2XLs now, so I can actually wear those, that would be wonderful. Because right now, I literally am like throwing on jersey, up, swimming in it, take it off. Throw on a different jersey, up, swimming in it, take it off. Throw on another jersey. It's like I have to look for the old school, like, jerseys from 4 years ago that might still fit me because they've been through the wash so many times.
So, yep, we'll get that care package to you ASAP. ASAP to the Rocky, as Nick would say. You're welcome,
ASAP
Nick.
to the Rocky.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I would say that.
I love it.
There we go. He speaks. It's Nick.
Hey, it's Nick the Sheriff.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Dad.
He's getting better at that voice the more often he uses it.
It's kind of terrifying.
Is that Mr. Al up there? Is that Dave in the white shirt? Kind of looks like him.
I'm not sure. I know we have a lot of players in attendance. That's for sure. Trevor Bruboltz is there.
Can we talk about the white shoes with black socks that gentleman is rocking?
I mean,
it's a bold move, Cotton.
He's no Bob McCoy fashionista. That's for sure.
Look at those bright white shoes from both those players too.
Are rocking them as we will get underway with our count up.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's go over the rules and specific format for the CSC Challenger Series. If you've never watched before, welcome. It is a double elimination style tournament. The players will play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork that you're seeing right here to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the Mike Maloney rule. And if we go the distance,
we go for speed.
The players will cork for start in that last leg decider. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Mike Maloney, defending champion, going to start us off season 9 of the CSC Challenger Series against the real McCoy.
Well, there you saw.
Will, who you got?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take Mike. I got to take him. I think that, he's the defending champion, but I do think the factor of Bob being a little bit tired from the weekend could play in here. I know they made a run in the blind draw on Friday night. He made a big run in the triples as well. And when you're making runs, you're usually staying for a while. So, I'll give this slight edge to Mike here. Although, look at Bob right off the rip, hammering in
Boom
the
goes
first.
The dynamite. Love it.
Boom goes the dynamite. There you go. I'll say it for you one time. Ricky, one time, as we'll say it. Hey, how about this though? I want to say it.
Say it.
I'm excited. Folks. I got to say it one more time. I'm so excited. Let's go. Season 9.
I love it. You go. I got to say it one more time. I'm excited.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That was good.
Leave you hanging on.
You know what that means? That means that he was going to say something else, but he decided not to. Troy Leroy in the chat. What's up, brother? Our man from New Zealand shouting us out here. Little Boom Man has probably lost at least 3 or 4 pounds just off the hair alone. It was definitely not a competition between the two of us. When I first started talking about losing the weight, Nick and I did have discussions about possibly doing it together, but I told him that I was really serious about it. And he's like, never mind.
That is actually basically how that conversation went. I'm not even going to lie.
But I appreciate all the kind words. The fact that I had that many comments on that post, I was not expecting that at all, nor looking to do that. But so far, Bob McCoy coming to play.
Yeah, oh, certainly. I mean, you're going to come out with a bang, at least to start your season. I mean, he is such a good player. He came out of nowhere last Shark Tank, actually. So a year ago is really when he made his presence. I was like, who the heck is this guy? Like, I haven't seen anything like this before, and he's proven a point. As we get another big one from Mike Maloney.
Yeah, good 9 mark from Mike, his first of the season. And I'm just kidding. Boom goes the dynamite for Mike Maloney there. Got to give him the first one. But I like the in-person. Anytime players, if you're playing, if you join this national tournament and you are about 50 miles from your best friend and you get to play them in the first round, you better show up to the same location and play with them, because this is so much fun. First of all, Nick doesn't have to do any extra work tonight. He just gets to sit back and watch. And I know I like that for him, because then he can chime in from time to time a little bit more than usual. And
it's great.
And it's good stuff there. But also for the people that are watching like in person, that's got to be quite the experience to see this kind of live, two players battling out in the CSC, because you don't get that very often.
Exactly. We never see it here. And it's fun. When I heard that from Bob yesterday, I was like, oh, excellent. Like he was just like, it makes sense for me just to go. I mean, I'm like 45 minutes away anyways. I mean, that is like kind of the ideal streaming location for me. So he said, I'm gonna go and give it a run and see what we can do against Mike. I respect it.
Well, no, I love that. That being said, Hulk smash in first leg, 6.5 coming out the gate firing. And Bob has played great to open up this leg. That's going to tell me, and look at this, Bob just moving around the board. He knows better. Just put in some practice. But I'm going to take Mike tonight. I think Mike wins this 9-5. And the only reason why I say that right this second is because I think Mike's going to try and average well over a 6 tonight. I don't think he's playing Bob. I think he's playing the average.
I believe that. I'm going to actually go a little bit lighter, or a little bit heavier. I'm going to go 9-4, even possibly 9-3.
Okay.
Here from Mike. With all due respect, Bob, with all due respect, I'm sorry.
Oh, of course.
I know you're probably listening in at some point. I love you, but yeah, that just got to be real. As far as 9 marks, because we got a lot of that going on in the chat. Of course, we usually do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a little bit lighter load tonight. So maybe they'll lean towards the over, but I'm going to go with 24.5.
You know what? I saw 25 early on in the chat, and I really like that number. So 24.5 is great. I'm going to take the over a little bit. I think once these guys really kind of get into the heat of it, they are more than capable of going back to back to back to back, and probably even more than that. And I think that there's going to be a few legs where that just kind of happens.
It's a little difficult because it's the very first match of the season. You never know truly what to expect from both competitors. So it's a toughie. It's a toughie. Don't get mad if you get it wrong.
Listen, I have been commenting on some outfits today. None has been greater than the Guy Fieri looking top with the basketball shorts, black socks, and white shoes that gentleman has going on. He is there to party, and he wants everybody to know about it.
Welcome to Flavortown.
Population 1, bro.
Oh, I love it. Be better if he came out with one of those visors with like the bleach blonde hair coming out of it.
Listen, if you're going to have that jersey and you don't show up like that, that's a problem. Boom goes the dynamite for Bob. Getting his second of the evening.
Kick it off. Here we go. He's going to put the pressure on. He knows he's up against it.
Do you think that shirt comes with that visor and wig combination?
It's
like a duo automatically?
It could be straight out of the Halloween Party City Pack, you know? It very well could be.
Hunter with a great comment. The Adam Sandler shorts, his wife let him out of the house looking like that. Hunter, he has got to be single or his wife has got to be like not part of his wardrobe picking, because otherwise that would never have probably happened.
Well, if you oddly look too, you can see that he also chose a black sock with not black shoes.
Yep.
So that makes two people that continue choosing the wrong sock shoe combo.
Listen, Bonders Monsters in this chat. Hey, you got to get a jersey like that, bro. Like, that needs to be just Guy Fieri it up left and right. I think that'd be great. Flavor Town next season.
Tyler's loving the Flavor Town drop. Maybe I'll give it to you. Maybe that'll be my couple times on the season just for kicks and giggles as we get a welcome to Flavor Town.
There you go. Our fourth 9 mark is a Flavor Town 9 mark from Bob McCoy, who, guys, look at these averages for season 9 of the Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series right out the gate. Do you guys remember season 1? A 5.68 was our highest average for the year. Thanks a lot, Brian Dennis. And just the fact that it has gotten to this craziness at this point in time is so great to see. Thank you, players. Thank you for just continuing to want to play better and just doing it.
No, it's been great. Just we always speak about it. Like, you viewers have been fantastic as you truck along with us every Monday, Wednesday nights, and even following along with the WCS, supporting the ladies. It's been great. It's been really fantastic just how this remote system has really just brought some great darts and great dart players. It's produced a couple quality shots out of it.
Yeah, and it keeps bringing more, right? Flies are attracted to honey, and we have the sweetest flies and the sweetest honey, and the likes of like Alex Spellman and Bob McCoy getting in this. Brad Gallen is one of those new guys, right? It's really cool as we get another boom goes the dynamite from Mike Maloney. Well, and again, times it perfectly.
I do have some news. And this one excites me for the WCS because I talked to one Miss Liz Tynan who said she will be at TOC this year and plans on playing in the WCS in the future.
Ooh.
Hello. That is some great news. And I anticipate a couple other players stepping up and joining our system here to participate in the WCS and CSC Challenger Series. So, yeah, I mean, the future is bright here. It really is.
Again, I know that for the first 2 seasons of the WCS, it was pushing for singles. Now we're at singles. Now I'm pushing for 32. You know, like that's basically
the next step.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the next logical step with how great these ladies are getting at this and the amount that continue. I think I just thought of like 6 names that were not in this past WCS, along with Liz Tynan, that I'd be like, ooh, that'd be nice. Ooh, that'd be great. Ooh, she's not even in this yet. Hey, maybe that was a secret, Will. It ain't no mo. We got 1,000 people just heard that bad boy. Well, let's be honest, about 400 if I'm about right on who mutes, how many people mute.
Did I just ruin my friendship with Liz Tynan? Liz, I'm so sorry.
Liz, did we just become best friends now? Because you need a new one.
Actually, I claim Liz is my best friend. Sorry.
All right, that's fine. Fair.
Do I feel like a jerk? Yes.
No.
Possibly. All right. Well, it's over. It's done with. Can't beg for forgiveness as we get another big one from Mike Maloney.
Yeah, it's crazy how that 9 mark is probably going to be meaningless. Like, I don't know how else to put it. There's not probably a more meaningless 9 mark. And I love Mike. Mike was in the background. He like did like a little. Oh, it might. I don't know why he stayed up top for the second dart. That was an oopsie.
He regrets it. He's going to regret it more after this turn from Mike Maloney. He's going to hammer down on the triple
Boom
20.
Goes the dynamite. What a 9 mark from Maloney. Back-to-back 9s. That'll do it.
That is superb from the reigning champ.
That is how you steal a leg right there.
Bang, bang.
Oh, yeah, Troy. Of course, Paula Murphy. And Paula Murphy's a great soft tip player too.
Oh yeah. I can tell you that firsthand as she took out a fantastic 134, 50, 34, 50. Just, all right. Thanks, Paula. Rub it in my face, why don't you?
I'd love that. That's like Luke Lidler-esque. I'm doing something like that.
It was, I think she missed one dart in that whole mixed triples match.
Well,
okay.
Good.
Is that in? Oh my.
It counted, right?
I don't think he thought it mattered.
I don't think so either. 6.0 there from Mike Maloney. Do you think that's going to be like the floor for him tonight?
Like,
I hate to see
you called it over a 6 tonight, and I wouldn't doubt it. I think he still feels like we don't have respect for him, or some people don't have respect for him, and I think that's what keeps him pushing here. He wants to just go after you. You were correct, and he's attacking an average here. He's not going against the player. He's attacking an average. He's playing himself, which is a great mindset.
I mean, it is. And for someone like him, right, who is a 3-time champion of this event now, so he's won over 33% of them. Every year we come in, and it's almost like we tend to overlook Mike a little bit with the newcomers, and we get excited about the shiny new faces like Alex Spellman and Bob McCoy. And I know a lot of the people online that are fans of our show do the same thing because that's natural, right? It doesn't mean that we're not excited to see Mike do. It just means that we're excited to see those shiny new things like Bob McCoy with another freaking 9 mark. My goodness. And I just had to use my teacher filter there. And it worked out. But yeah, I get it from Mike. And every year he comes in, he's like, fine, do that. I'm going to throw above a 6 the first week so you guys can talk about me again.
Right.
And so far,
we're talking.
So good. Boom goes the dynamite, back-to-back 9s between these two players. And that's where Mike is scary.
So much for my prediction of a light load here tonight at 9, and we're in leg number 3. Still hashing it out on the 19s and 20s. So whoopsies.
I mean, it's okay. We're on for 51 9 marks already at this point.
There's still time to hedge your bet and hammer the over. I'll step back in. Let's see if he takes the shot at the 20s or if he's just going to stay low. Yeah, stays low. I don't mind that play there, especially after dropping the dart. He likes to go in rhythm up to that 20 rather than if it just feels a little off. So I love the play to stay.
Yeah, and Nick just whispered it to us, so I'm just going to give him credit for it. It is great math from Mike in that case. And
yep,
that is one of the underrated qualities of Mike Maloney, is that he is great on his math. And will do things based off of that. It's not off a feel or anything like that for him. Look at that. Someone just almost touched him and he hits a 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Also, be careful. We do not need that on camera.
No, we don't. We'll take advantage. We will post it.
We'll take advantage. That was not the right wording. We will not take advantage.
We will take advantage.
That was not the wording that we wanted to use at all. Let's backtrack that. We might just replay that a couple of times. And yep, see, look at this. What is happening?
she had to go grab something.
All right. How much did Mike pay her?
Oh, wait. I know exactly. They're going to play it. They're going to play. Yes, they are. They're going to play. They are definitely some spectators. They're going to play bar darts right next to our players.
No way. Why is there no one else that's stepping in there? And I love it.
But you can never predict that. I mean, we'll see what happens here. I would respect either way what happens here. But it is crazy.
I mean, listen, every week, the CSC brings so much fun and excitement to this because this is just completely different than normal, right? Like we get this view of this going on. Now it looks like the gentleman right here definitely can play some darts. He's got black flights there, so. Oh yeah, that'll be all right.
Well, as long as they have respect for it, you know.
I respect it because if I'm throwing next to this, I stop throwing next to this because I don't want to look like this compared to that, you know?
Eventually, they'll turn around and realize what's happening and be like, oh, these guys are very good at this game.
I love it.
She's got a great throw, dude. She's got a great throw.
Mike Maloney has a better one, 6.14 to win leg number 3. And that's why we don't judge books by its cover, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, yep. And they're getting rid of them. Yeah. They said, "Oh, thanks, but we're playing this."
Yeah, and you can't
and now
they don't,
I mean, and
they probably have no idea what's going on. Let's be real. Like, no chance of them knowing.
No, for sure. Now, they had a good shot. And they also,
heck yeah, they did.
Hey, like 1,100 people just watch you throw darts. That's wonderful. But yeah. Also, it's distracting from us, you know.
And there's about
just kidding
80% of our players that are sitting here like, I wish I had their throw right now. That was good.
I'd take it. I would take. I don't even know what the result is, but I'll take it. Yeah, I think they're gonna play this one game, and then since they put some money in there. She even like. The release of it is great, you know. But here we go. Mike Maloney stepping up once again. I love the way that this goes. Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
you can never predict
CSC
what's gonna happen.
No,
I mean, you just can't.
I mean, do you remember? Do you remember the one season, the one match where Nick admitted to wanting to kick a dog? You know, like there are things.
No, hold on. Can we properly quote if we're going to say things like that on the internet with 1,000+ people? I said that I picture that my opponent likes kicking puppies and therefore gives me motivation to beat them.
Oh my God.
Oh, I thought, never mind. What was I saying?
This is how the story has evolved
us.
over 9 seasons. Oh.
Well, that was us who I think were just ready to kick that dog at that point. Although it was a really adorable dog. That was at Stoley's. I even know exactly where it was. That was at Stoley's in Omaha, Nebraska. Yep. Brandon Neal's bar.
It was actually Sundowner in Omaha.
Oh, Sundowner. Yep, Sundowner. Mm-hmm. You're right.
That was before Stoley's had a camera.
Wow.
Well.
Wow, what happens on the CSC Challenger Series? Oh my goodness!
All right, reminder, folks, it does not stay in the CSC. Boom goes the dynamite there from Maloney.
No, it doesn't. That is number 11 on the night so far, and Mike Maloney is just hammering here away. There, your defending champion is proven he's going to be the tough competitor he is this season.
Yeah, someone earlier, and I love this comment. I know it was another dart player. He said, I feel really bad for the loser side of this bracket. And you are not wrong. And that is the crazy thing about this CSC Division 1 is one of these two gentlemen is going to be on the loser side, and you have to play them week 2 if you lose your week 1 match.
Yep.
And I'm specifically talking to either Brandon Kessler or Sean Cafflish, who are two fantastic players. As well.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be 5 pluses in that loser side match week 2 on both. Like, I mean, well above 5 pluses from both players.
Well, you also, I mean, I'm feeling bad for, we just found out that Kevin Schmitz did beat Eric Gregory 9-1. I feel bad for Eric because now he's got Alex Spellman if and when he returns.
I feel bad for your boom counter. Boom goes the dynamite again. We're at 12. We're on leg number 4. Will, I know that's math, but It's lost those 3-0. But we are on pace for 51.
Just stop saying that right now. Just stop it. Stop it.
I'm just saying.
We also have a couple more wins. We got Mike Carter over Chip Anderson and Kerry Thaxton over Steve Hennings. As it'll be Mike Carter versus Kerry Thaxton in the next round on the winner's side.
Yeah. I mean, this is so good. Such a good. Let's just run through it. We haven't done that yet. I mean, Alex Bellman, Ram Guevara, Kevin Schmitz, Eric Rager. You just mentioned Kevin moved along there. Tyler Hensey, Brian Dennis. I mean, whew. You got the New Yorkers, Jonathan Long, Josh Connell. It's going to be a fantastic matchup. Pritzel Champagne, another great one. How about Scarborough Gates, man?
Yeah, that's the ultimate matchup too. I'm like between that one, and Ram and Spellman. Of course, we're not going to get Ram and Spellman. It's unfortunate, but hey, that's part of the business right now. We've got so many players wanted, whether it be overseas or here at different events. It's bound to happen to a couple times, right? But yeah, between this one and Mike Scarborough and Gates, man, those are some quality affairs right in round one.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, all of you are watching, and a lot of you watch Mondays and Wednesdays, but if you have yet to check out a Wednesday CSC Challenger Series Division II match, just because you're like, it's not Mike Maloney versus Bob McCoy this week.
They're the next.
It is the next version of them, and you want to talk about close matches every week. That Division II, within 0.2 of each other, I think is all from the top to the bottom in that 32 range. Anyone can win that season. Anyone can win Division II from the top or the bottom, and I'm really looking forward to this Wednesday. Christian Broussard versus Brett Hollanday is going to be a fantastic opening match on stream.
It really is, and there's some more battles that are going to ensue. Through players' own streaming devices, maybe a little bit earlier than ours, or even during. So have multiple a tablet, your cell phone ready for the streams on even Mondays and Wednesday nights. So it's a good way to stay in touch with all our players. But right now, once again, Mike Maloney just trucking forward here. He's got another leg looking promising for himself. As unfortunately, we're kind of in a position here. Bob's stopping.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but he took out his headphones. So he is wearing those bad boys.
Yeah, I think, per his words, he wanted to not get distracted or get sucked in. He knew he was going into the Katina, a place where he felt a couple supporters for Mike would be. So that's what his thought process was. He didn't want to get distracted in that way. But it can work for you, but it can also work against you. If you're not used to wearing headphones when you play, it can rattle you. It can just be a little different for you.
You're 100% correct. And there's a lot of people that have played darts and have played in situations where you're like, well, maybe I'll just try and wear the great coffin shot there from Maloney. Maybe I'll just wear those, maybe I'll just wear headphones this time and make it work. And it always ends up weirder. You got to know how to talk to your partner. You got to know in those situations, you got to know just a lot of different little things. Singles, it gets to a point where you're just in your own head. And if you're not playing well, your own head can be a very lonely and very distracting place itself. So sometimes it's nice to just have the outside world available just to kind of distract you from the terrible play. But Mike Maloney is not playing terrible. He has thrown 4 legs, all of which have been over a 6.0 at least, a 6.18 there.
Throwing a 6.16 for the match right now compared to Bob's 5.06. And Bob will once again get the start here in this leg, and he's got to collect on something and do it fast. Got to find some rhythm.
He's got to stop the bleeding now.
Well, the prior moment in this match that's really defined how we got to this point was before the random stranger showing up was actually in leg number 2 there, right? Where Bob went trip 20, needed 2 single 15s to close, opted not to do it, didn't get to close on the 15s. Mike hits the 9, goes up 2-0. Something like that can weigh heavy on your mind. And Bob's a good enough shot and an experienced enough shot to know not to let it weigh too heavy, but certainly didn't help his case into the stuff he faced later on in this matchup so far.
Correct. Make 1,000% correct. Now that haircut, though, you're welcome.
Thanks, Will. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. Back to the
I'm just
match.
happy. I'm just happy he's focusing on your hair now instead of mine. I appreciate him letting that go for me. Look, it is one thing. All right. Like, this is how you know people are who they are, right? In real life. And this is no offense to Will, what I'm about to say, but he has perfect hair. And the fact that he keeps making fun of all of us for our terrible hair, it's just, it's like me making fun of you guys for your height. Like, that's not fair. You can't help that.
Nick's fairly tall.
It is.
I'm the one that's
Nick is actually pretty tall. Yeah.
It's not.
Nick and
My
I are
license says I'm 6'1", but at the DMV I'm actually 6.5, and they asked me if I wanted to round up. I said, who rounds down?
Yeah, you said
that's amazing.
Yeah, by 2, please. That's what you should have said. 6'3", please. That's too good.
That's almost what I did. I'm 6'2" on my license, I think.
Some of us don't lie on that, but whatever. All right, Bob, you need to take the reins on these 18s, I think, and just grab them here. You can see getting frustrated. He's starting to let it be known.
If Mike Maloney is throwing a 4.67 against me, which will not last for any much longer, as we get another 9 mark from Mike Maloney, boom goes the dynamite again. The 13th. Lucky number 13 on the evening.
That's a lot.
I'd be upset too, because you just had your opportunity to take complete control of that leg, and instead you let Mike stay in it, and now he hit a 9 mark, and now you're in trouble.
Yeah. You are certainly.
Oh, I like that move. I like that move, though, from Bob. And I think that you're going to hear it in his interviews, but he talked about trying to be aggressive or having to be aggressive at times. He needs to be aggressive now. He needs to stop playing any conservative game whatsoever. Aggressive, closing, finish legs quickly. The longer you allow Mike opportunities to hit 9 marks, the more often Mike Maloney's going to hit 9 marks.
He can be an aggressive player at times in this cricket strategy. See how quick he is to try to close down this 17. Looking down now. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Strategy never matters if you hit all of them. Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, we do see that from a lot of Europeans at times, don't we? Where they just come over to playing cricket, and you're like, we'll see how your strategy is really like. And their strategy is absolutely atrocious, but they hit everything they throw at. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm probably going to lose here.
Yep. It's almost more frustrating, right?
Yeah, it
is for me.
It very much is.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know that you played the bull hitters now a couple of times on a live stream where you've had to play them in cricket. And I know that that's got to be part of the frustration. That being said, they took coffin shot alert. Bob McCoy is going to win on first leg here, so I'm going to stop talking about the bull hitters thing. But you're great in that, and you're always really nice. And the bull hitters strategy of just pointing for days was absolutely insane. Like, they went overboard on the reverse thing, which was funny. I mean, do what you need to do, but that was funny.
A little bit. Well, you saw there a little clap of approval or a little high five given from Mike Maloney over to Bob McCoy, just to let him know, hey, I'm supporting you here. Get your leg on the board. He's due.
I never thought a day would come along where I have a great player like Eric Gregory in the chat saying, like, talking about how I was late on the boom call. It's like, you don't even like it. Just kidding.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give him his due. Nick West may be right here. Maybe it's time for Bob McCoy to throw a little Mickey Mouse trap at him and put him in a bind, just one leg, and see how Mike does. The nonsense that is Nick West's strategy. The most unique guy in darts.
Trap him on a number. Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if Maloney will be the kind of guy that falls for that, but
I think he'd just be like, thanks for giving me this number over and over again for me to practice on.
Well, he's in a difficult spot here. Yeah, and you can see he went for the double rather than the triple. Knew that the percentage of collecting on that triple there was very low with where those first 2 darts were. So, yeah, I went downstairs and unfortunate asphalt, and this could be another leg where you favor Bob early. It's definitely going to be a leg where you favor Bob early.
Big darts from Bob McCoy. That's a white horse. Nick. Gracias. Reagan, I actually have not made it out to Shark Tank yet, and it's definitely something that I would like to do. I just know that super flat farm drive would be a lot of fun. I love relaxing drives like that. And by the way, I know that all that includes Indiana too, by the way. Just not throwing that out there for anything else. That also very much includes exactly where I start my trip, leaving my neighborhood. So
that being said, Sean's actually going to make that drive to Tournament of Champions this year, right down the road. So forget that flight you were taking, my guy. That you're talking. I love those drives.
I mean, that's cool, but someone's flying me to Philly because I'm not.
Joshua, that was definitely Nick that made that horse noise. So
yes,
we'll just correct that before we get
what are
too
you
crazy.
Talking about? I said Hia.
Can we talk right this second about what is happening here from Mr. Maloney? 3.25 is going to ruin that whole average.
We'll bring it down, and it's going to bring it down a pretty good chunk. As he's sitting at the 6.01 right now. And this may be the time where you're thinking, well, now I may not get it.
All right, Mike's going to call back in that duo that was throwing on the board next to them a few minutes ago. Because ever since they left, the tables have turned. And Bob McCoy, 2 on the spin. He has stopped the bleeding and has made this a match now. And if Mike struggles in this leg and Bob's able to make this 4-3, this is now anyone's ball game. And the momentum will be dead even going after the break because Bob's going to want to keep playing, and Mike will be very happy for this break if that happens.
You see, Mike's getting the start.
Reagan, that's definitely not wrong. Although I've never been to Arkansas, so I don't know about that.
That's very Kansas of you to say Arkansas.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Boom goes the dynamite for being Kansan, whatever it is. What are you guys?
A Kansan?
Kansan. That's what it is. Kansan. I like that better. I like the double. Sorry, Nick just said something on off camera that made us laugh ridiculously.
I hope it's off camera. He's been cued in for some dumb stuff.
Back-to-back nines.
Back-to-back 9 marks for Bob McCoy. Oh, my goodness. Leave it to Nick, his young childlike self. As we might get another.
Oh, you blew it.
All right, Troy. Kansas is a real place, okay? We don't have to act like it's not. We might have more cattle than we do people, but we're there's people here, all right? I'm one of them. I see many people every day.
To clarify, they're saying Arkansas as Arkansas.
Yeah.
There's only one technical Kansas, to answer your question.
Oh, geez.
That is true. But I did not know that a Kansan would pronounce it Arkansas because that's hilarious. They should. It looks like Arkansas. I don't know why we decided to make it all fancy. Someone from Arkansas was like, you know what? I don't like this Kansas connection. The Yellow Brick Road, by the way, was in Oz, not in Kansas. There is not a Yellow Brick Road in Kansas, I'm sure.
Dorothy did come from Kansas.
Yes.
Maloney, a good 7, but you can see Bob still got that upper hand. A slim margin here. Probably going to go ahead and grab another 19 before he takes a look.
Ideally. There it is. Is he staying? He did stay. And this is one of those situations, Will, where that's a textbook move, but I like the 16 shot.
Well, I mean,
and you were dancing, so I had no idea if you even knew what I said.
Well, Mike he can't, get back in this, and he had to go 9 mark in order to be ahead of Bob. So, yeah, he had the right mindset here. Go ahead and keep hammering that bigger number. 57 outplays 48 all day long.
But remember, like leg number 2 or 3, Mike went back-to-back 9 marks on the 15s in the bigger number to gain back control. So that's where I'm always worried when Mike has a bed to point on and shoot at. That being said, Bob McCoy should be able to maybe finish the job right here.
We'll see. He's definitely going to try to capture these 15s as quick as possible. He's got the point margin to do so. Now, give it a go on the bull or no? Yes, he will. He steps over for the double.
Just a bit outside.
But we'll be back, and it'll be a win against throw for Bob to make this a 4-3 matchup, and that is a big-time comeback. 3 on the spin for Bob McCoy.
Yeah, it was 4-0 Mike Maloney. Now it is 4-2.
Dun, dun.
3. Mike Maloney over Bob McCoy. But as we head into this break, the turntables have turned, Will.
They certainly have, and I almost forgot about our break. Let's be real, because, that went so dang quick. It certainly did.
Does.
They've only been playing for a little bit of time, and we're going to be right back with the rest of this fantastic battle, folks. Do not go anywhere. We've got some fantastic interviews, and then we're going to continue on with this matchup in probably 6-7 minutes. So, hey, we'll be right back.
Joined here by Mike Maloney for the start of season 9, and we are out west. Mike, first off, what saloon are you playing out of, and what vendor do you play for?
Play for AXL Entertainment, AE Leagues, and playing at the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois.
Well, Mike, you're coming off a season 8 win, cementing yourself as the most winningest player in CSC history. How does it feel?
I like winning. Winning's much better than the other option. So.
Now, of course, with getting that win, you're going to have some high expectations going into this season, not as an underdog, as we kind of joked about in the selection show. What is your expectation going into season 9?
I always hope that I come out on top. Obviously, you got to take it match by match, and coming out with a newcomer in Bob McCoy first round is not ideal, but one day at a time. Race to 9's tough. I feel if I can do my part, then it's a tough hill to climb for everybody else.
Now, of course, you mentioned it. Bob McCoy is your opponent tonight. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top in this in-person CSC matchup?
Yeah, he's coming to my bar. He's within the 60-mile rule or 60-minute rule, whatever it is. So that's kind of awesome. We've got some other people, local people, and other people traveling to come here too. But Bob and I have notoriously had some really stellar stuff between us when we play each other. Many live streams out there that you guys all seen as well. Again, just hope that I can do mine, and it's too much for him to keep up with. But I know he's got the same gear, and it'll put me under pressure if he shows up with that tonight.
Now, of course, in the Wild West, there's plenty of people on the wanted posters. Who do you think is the most wanted player, the player you're looking out for this season?
As far as like wanting to play them?
No, the most one, like who has the bounty on their head? Who's the big shot? Who's the one you're trying to take down?
seeing as Ram and I continue to meet each other in later stages of events, it's kind of got to be Ram at this point. But Gates being kind of quiet, if you would, the last few seasons, his time is due, right? He wins too much to not show back up here. So I don't want to see any of them. I hope they all take each other out up top. But I would say one of them too. But yeah, I think Gates is due for another run, maybe another finals appearance or win. So we'll see.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Well, now that these are back, let's keep tuning in, pump up the numbers, and we've got talent that has not shown face on the CSC circuit before. So let's keep it pushing for everybody.
Well, Mike, we are excited to kick off season 9 here with this all-Western shootout of you and Bob McCoy, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Mike Maloney, and you're watching the CSC.
Push the limits and bring your game to the next level when you shop and save 15% off the Red Dragon Paradigm darts for our September Dart of the Month special. These 90% tungsten darts come in 2 barrel shapes, tapered and torpedo, and offer the same milling across both barrels with radial grooves and diagonal notches in each section. The Paradigm darts also feature a dual coating for a smooth touch in the front and a rougher feel in the back. Each box also comes with a set of hardcore premium flights which feature a sweet holographic effect that will light up your darts with every color of the rainbow as you throw. You can also get a chance to win a Red Dragon Snakebite jersey in the size large with a monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our September Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends October 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at a2zdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Join here for the start of season 9. We got the real McCoy in the building. What saloon are you playing out of tonight, and what vendor do you play for?
We're playing out of the Cantina, and I'm playing for XL.
And Bob, it's your first time in the CSC Challenger Series. How's it feel to be part of this, and what's your expectations going into the season?
I mean, it's very satisfying to finally be able to make it. I finally figured out how to jump through the right hoops to get in it. But my goal is just to come in and show how well I can play against some of the best in the game.
Well, you got a tough first-round matchup with 3-time champion Mike Maloney, debatably the most winningest players in this very event. When you're playing in any events or any tournaments, does playing a previous or current reigning champion scare or excite you, and why?
No, it doesn't really bother me at all. I mean, I know what I'm capable of. I know what he's capable of. But it's kind of exciting to get the challenge right off the bat. If things go my way, it's great. If it don't, I got beat by the 3-time champ.
And of course, tonight with your matchup against him, what's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
Playing with Mike in the past, I mean, I think you got to play a little aggressive with him because he's got a little bit of an old school player in him. He likes to pound the points pretty heavy, and I think the key to tonight is playing aggressive darts when I need to and playing conservative when I don't need to be aggressive. So, it's timing is going to be a lot. Hopefully I can time it at the right time.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Well, I'd definitely like to thank my family for the support. They actually drove me 7 hours home today so I could and let me sleep so I could be rested up tonight. I mean, definitely my family and all my sponsors. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I get to do right now. It's an honor to be able to do what I love on a regular basis.
Well, we are excited to see season 9 get kicked off here for the CSC Challenger Series. And Bob, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your matchup.
I'm Bob McCoy, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
You missed 4.
I told you, 6-7 minutes, right? There you go. I told you. Apparently, that's a thing these days.
6-7.
Just found out.
Good old 6-7.
Because I'm hip. I'm cool. That's right. All right, everybody. Here we go. Welcome back to our matchup. We ended on 3 on the spin from Bob McCoy. Mike Maloney going to have to do some damage here if he hopes to kind of return to his form in those first 4 legs. All 6 pluses, and then in leg number 5, that's when he kind of started to kind of hit the brakes a little bit.
Why do people keep getting attracted to that board? And it's people who well,
we did hear is a little chaotic at the bar. I'm wondering why.
Yeah.
This would be
RJ
why.
letting us know that. Again, is like black socks with white shoes a thing now that I need to know about? Is it like the 6'7" or something?
Here's what you should do.
There's Serenity. Yep, saying never say it again. I told you. I knew she would know.
I want to go ahead and say, at this point, fellas, I love our vendors, but in respect to the match, just go ahead and unplug the board for right now.
I mean, that is honestly always a
oh, it fell.
An option.
What happened?
Yeah, it's broke.
And I would only say that just in respect to our matchup here. You don't want any interference and you don't want any chaos in the play. But right now, you can see Bob and Mike are obviously chit-chatting here.
The one time Mike Maloney's not on his phone, by the way. This is the
exactly.
one time.
we have contacted the players. They just haven't maybe seen yet that we are ready to play. And yeah, now it's
4
night.
bigger dudes. Yeah, now it's 4 bigger dudes. And
now the New York Jets
I don't know if,
are all of a sudden rolled in here.
So Trevor Boobles, RJ, any of you guys, you just want to play bouncer here?
Yeah.
I know you're out there.
Now the third string for Southern Illinois University has just pulled up.
He has a good axe throw.
That's the kicker right there with his hat backwards.
For sure, kicker. Yeah.
Definitely. That or long snapper. Could potentially be a long snapper. You never know. But anyway, bring the girl back. She's got better form.
I mean, for sure. I'm pretty sure 3 of those 4 bros have white shoes with black socks. Just saying.
All right.
So and yep, they're being talked to right this second about stop playing.
Just for right now. Oh, he thought about it. You see that?
He's gonna get beat up if he does that.
He's definitely gonna be, because Bob will take that seriously, and so will Mike. You know it.
Uh-huh.
But all right, let's get back to this matchup here. 4-3 score line, and not really the start that Mike wanted. Is Bob McCoy grabs a great 7 mark to kick us off.
Can we just, I know you said to talk about the match, but instead I'm going to detract like I normally do.
Perfect.
I just love when you were sending it to the commercial break, Will, that you really did like lean in, like you knew you were making a joke. Like, oh, we got the interview coming up, and I don't know, it's going to be like a 6-7 minutes. Like you leaned in, like you knew what was happening too with the joke. I just have to say, bravo.
How about this?
Serenity's going to have a heart attack, guys.
I'll be fair. I'll be honest. I didn't even look at the interviews, and I assumed it was going to be 6 or 7 minutes long, and it was 6 minutes and 42 seconds.
There was no doubt. There was no doubt that that's what was happening.
Yeah, there was not a doubt in our minds. I knew when that interview came in for us at 8:30 that there was no chance you were watching that bad boy. But Ram in the chat saying hello to both Nick and I, although he can't spell my name correctly. That's okay, Ram. I could not pronounce your name correctly for at least 5 seasons, so we're on the same page.
He may have some words for me next time I see Ram.
Boom goes the dynamite for Bob McCoy. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Ram. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, was that about the super?
Don't say it. Don't even say it. It was over the line. I know it was, but I still had to do it. I couldn't resist the urge.
I love, if there's one person that could get away with it, it was you.
I'm sorry. Well, Bob,
7'6" for Bob McCoy right here.
Yeah, he's starting to kick it in gear, and this is the Bob McCoy that we've come to know at tournaments. He's just so fantastic, and man, he's an experienced player coming back from a little, we'll say retirement, I guess. I don't think you can ever consider darts. You say you retired at darts because it's a game you can play for a lifetime. And it proves a point. He went and had kids, focused on that, and then now his son's playing with him on the road in tournaments. They just played together in the program.
Hey, how about this? Alex Spellman in the chat saying Rams just enjoying his bye. I love it. And he says you're not getting away with it, by the way, just so you know.
Shoot. Oh, I feel I got one coming for sure.
Well, Mikey just goes ahead and throws in a nice 7 mark in a fun way, but going to be too late for the most part, unless Bob somehow punts this, which usually does not happen. Un más, por favor. Oh, just on the inside wire. 6.5 from Bob McCoy. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie ball game.
Hello. This is interesting circumstances, isn't it?
I mean, it was going to be a blowout, right? Like early on, there was every inclination with the way Mike was throwing, blowout. Not going to be a close match. Mike's going to average over a 6 for the whole thing. And look at this now. I mean, could be 5 on the spin here for Bob.
That is a massive miss for Mike. And I'll say it. I hate to do it, but I want to say it. Stop the match. Just if you're these guys, stop the match until they're done. Just stop. Just stop playing, at least for a second.
Well, Bob doesn't want to do that.
I don't think either of them want to do it, but one's gonna do it.
Yeah, I just think that at a certain point,
if it's bothering you, you stop.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that completely. But I want to just say this, and this is coming from someone who is not nearly as good at darts or anything like that. At a certain point, when you play in these big tournaments for so long and have boards right next to each other, you do have to have some sort of a tunnel vision. And I know that you're not expecting to have to do it here, but you really do at some point. If you have to, you have to.
I'll also say this. Would it
not affecting Bob?
Would it be an issue if Bob was remote? I don't think it would be as big of an issue if Bob was remote.
Nope. It wouldn't be at all. And that's the point, right? Every week, Mike has people playing on the board next to him. Every week, it's also like Jeff Mappa, who throws from all the way over on the left side as a lefty. And Mike handles it like a champ every time. Now it is weird. It's Labor Day. It's going to be a lot busier at that location than normal on a Monday night. Doesn't look like leagues going on there this evening because of all that. So, but also if you're those two, you walk in their lane when like, if you need to, like, you don't worry about whatever they're doing next to you, you know, like you're the important people playing right there. So
then you take one to the head and now you're down and out for a while.
Oh, no. You just wave at them. You know, you just don't dictate, because he's like kicking his leg out towards him and throwing it harder than normal. Like, it's just, yeah. Anyway, I digress, because it's not affecting Bob still. 6.5.
No, but it's definitely a storyline that we can't like not mention here. It's easily to be seen from any dart player, you know, that some newbies are there and they're
doing all that,
chest bumping and stuff like that.
Yeah,
just hit a 3.
Like, this is, if that's going to be the case, and it's almost a situation where I would agree that I think like staff, if they're not going to listen to the people there to not do it, I think staff should be like, look, guys, have fun somewhere else, like on a different board or like down the way, like not right next to these gentlemen.
Yeah.
More importantly, what's Bob listening to in his headphones, guys? Let us know. Let us know what he's listening to. My guess is BC Boys.
Ooh.
No, Bob's not a Beastie Boys guy. No way.
You would never expect it.
I was thinking Lizzo.
I was thinking some Journey or something.
Lizzo, Nicki Minaj. That seems more like Bob style.
Maybe some Doechii in there for him, maybe? Denial is a river.
Yeah.
Well, Bob continues on, averaging a 7 right now, going into the bulls. And once again, that segment of What Are They Listening To, brought to you by Touch Tunes.
Nice. He shoots, he scores. And 6.43 from Bob McCoy. He's getting better. And these guys are just standing there at the line talking. Just get rid of them. Just
Bob's
get rid of
a man
those guys.
of the people. What are you talking about? This has been motivated. The more people there are, statistically, Bob has played better.
Bob's filtered it
Spice
out.
Girls is a good shot.
He's got his headphones in and just head down going here. And you can see,
honestly,
I was just
this is affecting Mike.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to go. You can see Bob's looking at every which direction, wondering what's going on. Can't believe the first dart as it's landing into the neighboring bed right next to where you're initially throwing. So usually that wouldn't be a concern. He'll just hammer in another dart right next to it. But now it becomes the presence of that stray dart every round that starts to irritate you. And yeah, you can see they're being told here, like, guys, we have to.
For the second time.
Yep. We understand you're trying to have fun. You have no idea what's going on with this match next to you and how much money is potentially on the line. So, hey, just with all due respect, we'll give you the money back for the boards. But, hey, we're going to shut that bad boy down for right now. Hey, here's a free round on us.
Yeah, exactly. And there you go. And they're walking away now.
And if I'm Bob and Mike, I'd chip in together and say, here, boys.
Yep. Honestly, that's the best way to handle it.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Here's a shot. Appreciate you guys letting us do our thing here. And we'll be done in no less than an hour. And then you guys can be even drunker and more fun playing on the board. Yeah, Brian Bigham. And there goes, did I hear free round?
There's nothing.
Stop playing immediately.
There's nothing a free round can't fix.
Oh, Kenny Windsor, you know for a fact, Bob McCoy, just because he's been to many tournaments with you, that it is the Wizard of Oz medley on repeat in Bob's ears.
At least it's not the Muppets Bohemian Rhapsody that Nick plays at every restaurant or every function we go to.
I'll be honest. I played at Waffle House the other day. They were not impressed in that building.
I don't think anybody's impressed when you play it, bud. It's just, I wonder how many random bars you just potentially play that you're not even at.
No, I have to deal with
Just
the
to get
awkwardness. That's the rule. I have to sit in the awkward.
Yes, you do.
By the way,
that's the brilliance of him.
Luke Pritzel does come over top of Champagne, and then Jordan got over Austin Raswell there as well for your updates on these first round matchups.
Thank you for the updates there as we get some more score lines trickling in.
So, Nick, I have to obviously ask you this question. What did you do to jinx Austin this time?
Actually, I was so afraid when I saw him calling me like 20 minutes before the show, and I was like, oh God, what did I do? And he called me. He's like, so is it 8-8 or did I lose 9-7? Because now it shows the correct game count up top. And he didn't know. And we didn't know until earlier today, actually.
Well, we have not mentioned that. I mean, that's another fact that we need to mention. The game count is now fixed, so we won't get those score line references anymore.
Now,
but, go ahead.
I was just going to say, to cap off the Austin point, I did dog on him really hard in the bracket show thinking that would give him positive juju, but did not work. So I'm just going to stay like neutral to Austin now. Positive didn't work. Negative doesn't work.
Well, look at this. I love
Ram.
Bob hammers in a 9 mark.
Big niner. We're at 21. They've slowed down a little bit on the 9 marks for sure. Still a lot, but slowed down. Bob McCoy now 5 on the spin in the lead here on Mike Maloney. The defending champion is now in trouble.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just gonna say he may be, but at the same time, he's got these 20s and 17s. Granted, Bob's got a shot if he hits a 9 here to turn it. Now he's gonna do it, right?
Oh,
No,
he stayed.
Doesn't take the look. I'm surprised.
I at least wanted to look at the 20 on dart 2. Then you can make a decision and go back to points because you have the higher ground, or you can go down and try and clear out the 17s. But I think you got to get rid of those for Mike, although he's not hitting him very well at all.
No, and that's
why he switched.
Yeah, that's why he's got that extra honeypot, right? That extra 17 that he can go down to, and you see it worked out for him for a nice 6 on that number. So I think Mike is just thinking, I need this leg, and he does. I mean, 5 on the trot is something, and I mean from the depths too. When you're thinking 4-0, you're like, okay, this is an easy win. In Mike's mind, he's already thinking, I've got this job won, and then all of a sudden there's a little doubt.
But then a Maloney double shows up.
And he just started talking to himself. You saw that. He's one that does that usually when he's upset, but that was a fantastic turn.
I'm going to give some armchair analysis here real quick. I think with the extra people there, Bob was forced to focus more. It helped him lock in a little bit, if anything, and vice versa. Maloney's like, this is my bar. I'm the one that is hosting here, and was feeling maybe a little bit of guilt, a little bit of pressure because of that. Well, now the people aren't there. It might loosens Bob's focus a little bit, and it might help Mike refocus.
You can already see it. You can already see it. He's already kind of cued in a little bit more focused than he had, at least in the previous. He's not in the background looking every which direction, looking uncomfortable. He seems more comfortable. He's hanging out, slouch on the chair, being normal Mike. Probably going to pull out his phone a couple times here soon. So yeah, a little bit more relaxed in the middle of those throws rather than stress, and that's what he needs.
And Nick, that's a great point. I was actually going to mention that earlier when Mike was struggling more than Bob while those guys were playing, is that I think the fact that it is his home bar and doesn't have and still there's people like being allowed to throw next to him like that. I think that probably got into his head a little bit more than usual. And the worry for Bob in that situation. That being said, he also was throwing was missing. So that's going to be part of it every time for Mike. And when you're missing, the frustration can go to anything that can distract you into that frustration. So Tyler says, bring Flavortown back. But yeah, I think that this is now a whole new ball game, 5-5 score line. And
explain the who goes first here, I think is what that is, because Bob's, this is his I believe first time in the CSC Challenger Series, so still kind of learning the ropes here.
Yeah, they're just talking through this, but how about this 5-5 score line? It is a race to 4 from this point.
Well, how about our averages here? 5.46, 5.53. Now we're in a tight-knit race here.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is...
it is because of some side factors. We'll admit that. But it's gonna get interesting here.
And matching fives on the scoreline, matching fives to start off this leg. But yeah, Mike's definitely talking to those two that got their table back, so to speak.
Yeah, that's Trevor Boobolts, I believe.
Is that Trevor?
Table, and then I don't know who the lady is, but Trevor, a good friend of all these competitors, as Guy Fieri says, "Welcome to Flavortown." I'll get one more in there. Sorry, I had to. That's the last time for the season. Sorry, folks.
I hope not. Hope you throw that in at least one more time.
On this episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Well, you've heard of 6 shooters. How about a 7-shooter? From Bob McCoy.
Oh my goodness. Carly and Kayla, from the PPD, of course, had to know that we were going to insert some true Western theme, some true Western theme quotes here, weren't we? We have to.
Oh, I mean, they brought it up to us in that group chat that we have, and then immediately all of us just responded with different things that we could use as voice responses. So, yep, I'm going to guess that they were on board with that immediately.
Yes,
so
they were. As Mike now hunts down the 16s, has to stay to pad some points, and I don't know if it's even going to matter here with Bob having the advantage of the 20s.
Yeah, that higher ground is paying off, and I agree with Ken that at some point Mike should have taken out those 20s from Bob, and 625 playing a 620. Would you
go ahead?
We've been kind of getting through this, right? It was obviously 4-0 Mike, and I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm still, it's not hitting me that it is 5-5, right? Like that it is a tie ball game at this point. And honestly, Mike's against the throw, right? Because Bob's going first in this leg 11. So Mike's gonna have to break at some point. Mike's in trouble right now. Like, I mean, he was up 4-0, and now he is in serious trouble.
He's upset about a 7 there. He knows he's still just behind Bob. And Bob has the darts in his hand. He closes immediately. And right back up on the 20s.
All right. Josh, I'm just going to ask you, which one of the 4 were you? Did you find us? And it's going to be okay.
And to that point, because I saw, a handful of other people having similar views, darts is supposed to be inclusive. Everyone should be having an opportunity to play, but there's also okay to have special exceptions for special events. And if they were being a little bit more tame, who knows, right? Who knows? But the guy literally lost his pants for a minute there. So, let's just call it as it is.
Yep. The fist bumping, the chest bumping, Josh, that's the only problem, right? It's not, if you were just being like a normal player playing on the board next to them, and that could be anyone, if you're brand new to the game or not, if you know the proper etiquette and all that, especially next to 2 players that are playing for $4,500 for first places in this thing, right? Like, so that's not a small amount of money. Might be. I'm a teacher, so it's not to me. So yeah, I think that plays a part in it. I think that it should have a priority spot.
And who knows what was said to the previous? They could have informed them like, "Hey, just be courteous of what's going on next door," and left it at that. And
well, but then you saw immediately that guy turn around and like fake throw the dart at the board.
Yeah,
when they first were told.
So I was talking about the previous group. The previous.
Oh yeah, no, the previous group I think was fine. I just.
As long as they're
I think
aware.
they would have taken that previous group way over the second group.
Yeah.
Well, and again, if I'm also Mike and Bob, assuming those groups are still there when the match is over, I'm going to go talk to them and say, "Hey, thanks for giving us the space back. Hey, you want some? You want to go throw some? You want to have a lesson here? You want to talk about something? Because you want people that are at the bar to get into the game, right? That's the whole point."
Yeah, exactly. And I am the first to, when I'm out and I see like new people grab bar darts and start to play when I'm at my location, I will be the first to walk over to them and just be like, "Hey, you guys know how to play? Do you guys need help with anything? What do you need?" I don't care. I don't care about that one. That one's funny.
All right. Well, anyway, nobody's going to please anybody or everybody, I should say.
Nobody's pleasing anybody.
No way.
How about them?
Well, Bob takes out those 20s. 190 plays 140, and now Mike Maloney is forced to the 17s here.
Yeah, and Bob's pushing him. If this opens up a 2-leg deficit on Mike, this is major trouble. And it is going to most likely be major trouble, as that's another 9 mark from Bob McCoy. Has gotten better as this match has gone on. But hey, everybody, save up to 25% on select darts, dartboards, flights, and more when you shop A to Z Darts. Huge Labor Day sale. Hurry now before the offer ends on September 2nd, which, by the way, is tomorrow. Just tap the banner on their website to shop all deals. It's now or never. And don't shop for deers, just deals.
Go to your local butcher for that. They may help you out. As there's our 24th 9 mark of the evening. As
Alex, go to bed. Dear Lord.
Yeah, he's got to get to action in the morning, doesn't he?
Yes.
He
said 6 hours.
Oh my
Bob
goodness.
McCoy.
There goes 24.5.
No, that was an 8 mark. That last one.
Oh, thank goodness. We're still.
I still think it's probably in trouble here, bud.
I mean, a little bit. So you'd assume, right? But let's halt it for a little bit. Just a lot of 8 marks and 7 marks the rest of the way.
717 from Bob.
Yeah, tasty average, huh?
And now that it's like this, there is nothing that we can talk about besides the darts that are on this board. And, well, Bob's been throwing them better.
Just a tad bit of late. Needs just the one here.
You see Eric's comment? He goes, Alex, just stay in Europe because he plays them next week. Bob gets it done.
Somewhat scary, but does get it done for sure. Yeah, you can't help Eric throwing one out there for him. Hey, I'll even buy you a meal. You want to stay for another day?
Yeah. All right. Mike's down 2. And we're at that John Part rule of thumb, aren't we?
Yes, we are. This is something here. Bob needs just the 2 legs in our race to 9 format to get rid of our champion and put him to the loser side in the very first round. We'll see. But right now, what are you thinking about our score lines? They were awfully terrible now, aren't they?
Oh, for sure. That being said, at the start of the match, we were feeling pretty good about that score line being bad the other way. I always will accept a closer game than we say. And it's always possible. I mean, when we say what we say and do what we do, we're basing off averages. We're basing off of, you just saw Bob play all weekend long, right? Based off of that aspect of things. We're at Mike's home bar at the Cantina, where Bob is traveling to. That being said, Bob has impressed. He has done everything right, including the legs that he lost early on.
There were a couple maybe not so great legs, you could say. 4.57 and 4.85, but those are our not so great legs these days. It's just it's crazy to think like that, but kind of turn it on and we'll say it. He had to rely on Mike pumping the brakes a little bit. Mike did, and he gave him just enough room where Bob started rattling off a few. And yeah, I think that coming out of the break with a 6.50 and a 6.43 was huge for Bob to make a statement, because it could, if he would have started off with, a simple 5.0 or even a 4.0, okay, different story. Mike's probably going to rattle those legs and he'll probably trot off to the win.
Oh, absolutely. And you're right. Bob coming out of the break and throwing those gauntlet six pluses. What it told Mike is that even if you play well after the break, even if you play better than you just played, I absolutely am right back in this thing. And now he's having a little bit of an off leg here, but he can afford it. once.
Yeah, at least once, right? You can afford one time and then he'll want to jump right back on it. But it reassures him that he's going to come back with the throw in the next leg if he loses this. So, hey, it's okay, if you miss out here.
Exactly.
All right, that threw Mike off for a second. So, you can't make it up.
I think the kid walked back just to see like how many steps he could take before his pants dropped. The answer was 4 for those that were keeping track at home. What a night.
The moon's coming early.
Appreciate everybody
dealing with our chaos
and celebrating Labor Day with us this evening.
It's season 9.
Listen, there's some people talking about Mike banging the table, knocking drinks down. Listen, that's just Mike being Mike now. That's a scary thing. If Mike's starting to get fiery like that, he's called Hulk Smash for a reason, folks. He is not. It's not because he's super calm when he plays darts. I don't know what else to tell you, folks. Like, he is a loud, aggressive player when he is on fire, and that's how he needs to play. So that's why when it comes to in-person versus remote, we're not making fun of him that way. He's just allowed to be himself completely when he's playing remote. In person, he has to tone it down. And it's tough.
I mean, you can see he's still frustrated, though. But, hey, Bob's throw. He's going to have to overcome.
Yeah, and Bob's going to make it really hard with that opening 7.
He will. Well, Bob's got, he's thinking just 2 legs. Just 2 legs.
Yeah, and I think now everyone's just starting to worry about it around him. But you're right. At this point, Mike's got to be focusing on that treble 19, buddy. And he did just that. Boom goes the dynamite.
Great turn there. Bob looking to give it right back.
Wow.
Taking a look.
That dropped way low. Like, it almost looked like he was aiming at the little mark in the 19 at the tip. Like, that's how close it got to that. But adjusts, makes it work. Higher ground versus lower ground right here, bud.
That's it. We've learned that one a time or two, haven't we?
Yep.
Higher ground wins most of the time.
As right now, we got an 8 playing a 6-6-7, and the 6-6-7 now no longer has a point advantage. Big darts from Maloney. What a 7.
Yeah, you have to be a whole mark better than your opponent against throw to potentially get that win, especially at this stage with the starts there. I mean, and you saw it. He was averaging the 8. Bob was at a 6-6-7, took his chances when he could, despite the 3-point lead. And Mike will return here with the opportunity to close down the 18s if he chooses. Now, probably going to point up a little bit before doing so. May grab the 17s as well before doing so. We'll see.
Oh, back to back. Big darts from Mike Maloney on that last dart. Another 9er on the board.
I think that was a massive turn right there. Circle that as a big turn. Maybe a moment where Mike kind of rattles off the few needed here after that turn. We'll find out.
Yeah, it feels like the momentum is starting to shift right back in favor of Maloney. And for everybody who watches along that you know, we know the talent of Mike Maloney is there for sure. We know him on Facebook. We know his smash darts and all that stuff. This right here is what makes Mike Maloney brilliant. The ability to switch into a 7+ gear with his back against the wall. He does it so often. And it makes it that much harder to beat him.
Oh, Bob McCoy needs another. About had it. Granted, he would have still been down even with the big number with that last dart.
And Mike out in front now, 152 points, which is what he wants to do.
Yeah, spread it to where, you know, Bob's not going to be able to come back here on the points. No matter what he does.
That was a brutal flight on the last start, though, for it to be a single.
It was. It truly was. And Mike may have the same strategy here. We'll even take a look at the 16s. He does.
Yep. But I like the way he did it. Point. And now Bob back up against the wall here. The good news is that even if you lose this leg, he's still going first in the next one and still has the throw advantage to make it 8-7.
This is a great opener.
It's had everything that the CSC could possibly imagine.
And then some things you're not even going to think are going to happen here. Let's be honest.
You could have never predicted, and these guys are both very talented players with how talented they are. You wouldn't have ever predicted a 4-0 jump from Mike. You would have never predicted Bob then responding with going 7 for 8 in legs in response. I mean, like that's the type of stuff that just doesn't typically happen in the CSC, let alone at Division I, let alone with these two individuals.
Well, it speaks to possibly the best season that we've had yet. The players that we have this season are absolutely incredible.
Well, hats off to these players, maybe even pants off to these players.
Potentially. I mean, if everyone's there at the bar, you know, we're just going to that's the way to celebrate. Whoever wins, you know, just pants off to these players for a great evening.
Please do not.
All right, T-Bomb. T-Bomb will do it.
Stop, because T-Bomb actually will. He'll be the person
Yes,
that will do it. Stop.
Yes, he would. I know Flavortown would be down, right?
Welcome to Flavortown.
He's wearing basketball shorts, didn't even have to unbuckle anything. Like that's just a straight drop.
Okay. All righty. Back
7-7. Will you calm down at 7-7? We need to focus on this important end of this.
At least it's not 6-7 anymore. Here we go.
Oh, that's true. Good call.
All right, this is a moment here.
This is awesome.
We'll see what Mike. I mean, only the 4 mark. We say that because every season we say in the CSC, it's like you have to have a 5 mark minimum, and it's a 3 return, and Mike cannot believe it.
Mike thought that was in the treble, I'm sure, or triple. Excuse me. We're playing soft tip.
Ken is trying so hard to figure out what is Flavor Town.
If you don't know, you won't get it.
If you can't find out, you won't get it. Yeah.
Geez, please type it into Google. Guy Fieri, Flavor Town. I think there's a like 2-hour boom from him going, "Welcome to Flavor Town" on YouTube.
Just over and over again.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes. All right.
Oh, that's right. It's Brian. He's in the chat right now. Brian's Flavortown.
I love it.
Brian doesn't have any vowels in his last name, though.
And there you go. You see the close on the 19s. Mike knew it was coming.
Yep. I love situations where both of these players need 9 marks to get back in the leg because it's so likely that they probably will hit it. It's so great. Well, Brian heard the pants off, so I knew he'd be in. Good last start from Bob, especially after the first 2.
Very much so. But if you look at the score here.
Yep.
It's a spread where Mike can sway this. A 6 mark over 7 teams, and he goes up.
9 mark changes this completely. And what did we just say, Will? When they need 9s. Oh, he doesn't get it that time. Just falls short of the wire.
He cannot believe that he missed that dart. Let's see how Bob counters here. Can he hit him with that Uno reverse? Reverse.
Oh, he's going to tell him to pick a new card because those 17s are gone.
And that stinks if you're Maloney because you know that's your number. You've been collecting it a lot today. He's been collecting this one as well, but it's just that 3-point differential can hurt you, especially against the 20s.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Look at Bob.
He stays on it.
We said this during the selection show, but if there was a nickname in darts that was made for the Season 9 Wild West theme, it was the real McCoy. And right now, Bob is in the driver's seat here to do something. Do something special. Put Mike against the wall.
And he is. And now you've got this 40-point spread going into this round. So this will be the turn, surely, that he takes a look. But he's got to collect on the triple, you feel. He will take a look now. Maybe it's the placement of the dart.
He might go 15s because of it.
And you can see him kind of thinking about this. That position of the dart is definitely, he wants to go back to the 20.
For sure. I think he's going 15s. He does, and he hits it.
Big time darts there for Bob McCoy. As we said, wasn't quite pleased with the placement of that dart on the 20s. Said, all right, let's maximize the value, and grabs the 15s, forces Mike to the bulls, and he'll come in looking for 8-7 on our defending champion.
Oh, it's going to be 8-7. 8-7 scoreline, Will.
Oh, my word. I don't think there's going to be very few that chose Bob McCoy going into this match just because of Mike being our defending champion and what. There's a couple. I know there's a couple, but this would be massive if Bob opens this bracket up potentially. And it's not open, really. It's going to feel a little bit open.
This would be the first season where the defending champion lost week 1, returning.
I could not say yes or no on that statement.
In Division 1, that is true. No, Division 1, that's true.
Division 1, that's true.
Mike Maloney has been the streamed opening match in 3 of the 8 seasons he's participated. And against Mike Scarborough and Donald Spencer were his 2 other week 1 streams.
And does Nick Share look smart right now?
Not only if I wore Sean's glasses.
That's true. I do look a lot smarter in the glasses. I've been told that many times. As Bob almost really put Mike in a pickle right there real quick. Yeah, I believe, right, the Mike has never been streamed as the defending champion in the first week 1.
I'm not sure. He won season 4 and then got streamed in season 5, week 1 against Scarborough.
I knew he won season 5 and season 4.
He definitely sent us a message and said, "Why isn't the defending champion getting streamed first round?" Remember that? Yeah. was funny.
Yeah, I thought that was the case, but big niner there from Maloney, and you know what it means to him. He sits there and celebrates it, and even gets a little dab from Bob.
That was a big turn at a needed time. I hope this goes to the last league decider.
Yeah, I think everyone but maybe 3 people want this to go to a last league decider. RJ, Mrs. McCoy, and Bob.
I also picked Mike as an
When this done
underdog. Or I said Mike's an underdog, so I'm also going to be in that camp. Let's go, Bob!
that's right.
You jokingly said Bob over Mike, and everyone heard it in the selection show. So no turning back now.
Back-to-back 9 marks from Mike Maloney when he has his back against the wall. It's a tale as old as time, and it's such a amazing tale that he continues to tell. All right, I guess there's like 6 or 7. How about that? Jonathan Long 9-3 over Josh Connell.
Thanks for dropping that in there, letting us know.
That was a battle of friends in New York.
Takes away the 16s. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going the distance.
Which means we're going for speed.
Not really. It hasn't been the fastest of matches, but it's been there.
And we definitely know these gentlemen have not been alone in their time of need. They've had too many people around them.
This will be the second time the opening match has gone to a last leg decider in week 1. Last time, Garrett Rakowski, Austin Braswell, season 7.
Is it just me that heard that all robotic?
That was crazy. Yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't a robot voice from Nick Teixeira that went public.
Yeah, it's still doing that, Nick. That's weird.
You hit the
We're working on it. Sounded better. Yeah.
But everybody heard it.
It will be a recork if this does go the distance. It will not be loser start here. So no matter the outlook of this, when Bob loses this leg, which is about to happen, it will be a diddle, which Mike did win the first one.
I have no idea what you guys all heard, so
it's happening again. It's happening again, Nick.
Yep. Oh my gosh,
just turn
guys,
your mic off.
Did we all just get a wish that Nick can't speak anymore tonight?
Bummer.
Whose birthday is it? Because they made a great birthday wish if that's the case. All right, here we go. Last leg decider. Let's diddle to see who starts. It will be Bob shooting first, it looks like.
You see here, haven't
I don't know what that was.
Discussion is going on here.
That was quite a manly discussion if I've ever seen one.
You can see both guys had a big hug before this
Yeah,
count
they broed up.
Yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't they? They're good friends. And that is a perfect art for Bob to build off of.
Ooh.
And this is identical to the first count up where Bob hits a 140. And if Mike hits 2 triples here, you know he's going to take a look at the bull. There's one. He's going to take a look at the bull. He's going to take a look
bullseye.
at the bull.
And he hits the double.
Exactly like the first count up set. That's exactly what happened. 140, 170 answer from Mike, and he's going to get the advantage here.
Wow. And the turntables turn once again. They need to add 3 credits to get this match started. But we are going the distance here in week number 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, season 9. How many 9 marks in this leg? I say over-unders 1.5, 2.5, 2.5.
I hope so. Let's figure it out. I mean, what a back and forth battle. Some craziness in between. And
Good
he
last
finds
start.
a 5. Yep, finds a 5. The minimum here in this one.
We want to thank everyone for watching along with us tonight.
Crazy
We appreciate this.
viewership.
Opening night has been insane. Bob needs the treble. Finds it. So they both do the exact same thing.
Danny Baggage calls for over 2.5 here in this one. Do we get our first
I hope so.
right now? Well off the target in that second dart. But recovers. Good recovery there.
Yeah, and Bob needs a 9 just to find himself equal. But they keep going back and forth doing the same thing.
Neck and neck. Who's going to take the first look at the opposing number? Are going to get the opportunity to take the first look. Oh,
Big moment.
That is only a 4 here. 2 triples to start. And Bob, we'll see, should take the look. Will he?
Yes. If he hits the first 2. Oh, that's such brutal. That crisscrossed off of the flight.
Oh,
I can't believe he found a third on that side of it.
It's a great recovery job there. I mean, how he fit that in that position, I do not know. Just probably threw it in the direct same spot and wished and prayed it gone in, and that's exactly what it did. Yeah, but terrible, terrible ricochet on dart number 2.
Good 7 there from Mike. I mean, this is almost what we want to see, right? A battle in the 19s and 20s to start off with when this is going to get over 1,000 points and last like decider type of situation.
You hope. You hope.
Another big 7.
That's not enough of a spread, I think. I mean, Mike did his due diligence in that last one. I think Bob needed the 9, and he knows it. Oh, he's going to get away with it.
That was a good catch on the last start, but that is not enough. Can the real McCoy take control right here? What a first start.
Yeah, excellent first. And
is he staying? No.
I was
like, what?
You have to.
He does move.
You have to go for it, right?
Yes. And advantage, Bob McCoy. An advantage, Mike Maloney, big 9. Boom goes the dynamite. There's the first of the leg. Man, first start's been so deadly for Bob right now. Yeah, I was about to say, I like staying on the third dart there, but opportunity right back to Mike Maloney to take back control.
And goes double on the first dart. How about that play? And it pays off for the man. What a shot.
Just Mike Maloney doing Mike Maloney things right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely incredible. And Bob McCoy needs to answer back with a 9.
And he does. Wow. We've had 2 9 marks and an 8 mark so far in the last 3 turns. 6-4-3 playing a 6-1-4.
I mean, it could be considered as 2.5.
True. You know what? What now, Rich? Just kidding. Good 7. 110-point lead.
And it's enough of a spread where Bob has to make a decision if he forces the hand and takes a look on dart 3 or if he has to stay true. But you have to hit the first 2, and he does not. So forced to stay, collects on dart 3.
I don't know if you're watching along at home, you're not going to find better than this. Like match wise, whatever you're hoping for.
For last
this is it right now.
I mean, come on, 65-650. They're both bringing it when they need it the most to advance on the winner's side here in season 9.
And Mike got the better of that advantage. Now it's a 117-point lead versus the 110. So are you trying to do that on purpose?
No, I'm not.
It's insane. I love you. Only a 4 mark there from Bob. And now Mike can go 17, 16s, 15s if he wants.
Sorry, I've got a new camera and it's followed me everywhere I go, guys. It's annoying right now. My apologies to my coworkers.
Oh, Mike misses though.
That's a big time miss. And Bob, no better time than now. No better time than now. Oh! Right on the inside wire. That is so difficult.
A millimeter from taking control in this match. And Mike, you were saved by the wire right there. Now you got to make him pay.
Simply have to make him pay. 2 fat singles is fine. And he, of course, goes for the double.
Another 8 mark from Mike. He has 2 of those with the double as the starting, or with the double on the closing number.
What he said.
Maloney doubles. I'm telling you what. Oh, and that might be the moment. Coffin shot incoming.
You would assume. Let's see if he can use the words of wisdom by Sean Green to speak it into existence. And will Mike Maloney escape the holds of the real McCoy here in this one? In this gunslinger shootout.
What a match. 4-0 Mike Maloney if you're just tuning in. Then it was 5-4 Bob McCoy. End up 5-5. 7-5 Bob. Mike rattles off 2 to make it 7-7. 8-7 Bob, 8-8 Mike, and here we are. Mike Maloney now 3 bowls away from escaping in the first round of the CSC Challenger Series, Season 9. And he does it. And the sigh of relief right away from Mike Maloney tells you everything.
Has to be. I mean, that was quite the fight as we see the winner advance here in Mike Maloney. But what a battle given by Bob McCoy. You know he's going to be a tough one, and he proves to be that true. I mean, look out for Bob McCoy on that loser side. He's going to be nothing to just fret about. He's going to be a tough one, man.
100%. Looking forward to see how he plays out. The rest of this, he gets the loser of Brandon Kessler, Sean Cafflish. So it gets easier because it's not Mike Maloney. Okay, I'm just going to say that. But it doesn't really get a whole lot easier because Sean Cafflish and Brandon Kessler are 2 guys that are also in like those top 10 of averages for this season. So another great matchup there. But man, can you think of a better way to start off season 9 than that?
No.
That battle right there?
No. I mean, on and off board, what a absolute battle. What a thrilling affair. It was definitely one that will go down in the history books for good reasons and for bad, but we'll take it. We'll take it for our season 9 opener. What a showing, and what a showing from you all as well. You viewers were fantastic tonight. I mean, that's almost near record viewership for our season openers here.
Well, we gained 100 viewers in that last leg. That was insane. All of you, Jacob Worthy's been with us since the very first episode of season 1, along with Paul Rogers and a lot of you guys that are still in the chat here tonight. We appreciate that greatly. But Mike Maloney put on a show. So did Bob McCoy. Hats off to both gentlemen. Pants off to both gentlemen for that one guy who was walking along back there. I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose, but he gave him pants off for sure. But wow, what a match. What a win for Mike. What a big win for Mike. Because if you lose that match, I think season 9 can go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Him winning.
It could go anywhere if that one turned and Bob would have went out with the victory. But, hey, more to come. We've got Division 2 on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. It's Christian Broussard taking on Mr. Brett Hollanday in what should be a good opener as well. Former champion there in Brett Hollanday.
And my favorite to win this season that I called in the CSC selection show. So both of my favorites got to play week 1. Mike barely escapes as that favorite there, but Brett Hollanday is up for a difficult task, right? Christian Broussard out of Washington is going to be a tough matchup. Brett Hollanday there in Minnesota at Legends is going to be up for the challenge. I can't wait.
It's going to be a good one. Set those alerts now, 8 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday night. Folks, you're not going to want to miss that matchup. And, hey, from all of us here at the PPD, William Stewart, Sean Green, and Nick Teixeira, thanks for watching. We appreciate you joining us for the ride.
Have a great rest of your night.